water drinkers are like, I can't trust you if you don't like water. Girl, I can't trust you if you like water. Liking water is very strange. I don't like water. I'll drink it, but ugh. You see, I shouldn't have gotten off topic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, we couldn't find something else to call it. I'm sick and tired of seeing 1999.
Be this dark broke, shouldn't be this hard to tell you I won't.
Clock that T. Now I'm gonna hold you to some high expectations because of that last sentence. Did we need that? No. We don't need that information. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a short and sweet, hopefully sweet video. I have 2 books that I have been highly anticipating this year, and I finally have them in my arms. Not yet. I have one here and one at home. I guess this is technically a reading vlog, but it's more so a review. First up, I mentioned this book in one of my monthly new release videos on YouTube. Wow, this came out in April. It already takes my library a super long time to get the books. I don't really like to put my books on hold, meaning like when I have to wait when I'm not the first person that's getting it next. I don't like being person number 10, person number 3. I like to just put it on hold because it's available and I just have to go pick it up. I kept putting it off. I can tell this book is super popular. I need to just go ahead and put it on hold. When I put it on hold, y'all, I was person number like 25 or 27. So mind you, I would have been a lot closer than that had I actually put it on hold earlier. And without further ado, home is where the bodies are. I've been hearing mixed reviews and it's not that long. Now here's the thing. I have the audiobook of this as well. Typically when I have the audiobook, I can finish the book within the same day. I'm going to try not to so that I can vlog, you know, my opinions along the way. I'm about to start it now. I need to put my alarm on. It's 6:34. I set my alarm for 6:48. At work, I get a 15-minute break, 30-minute lunch, and another 15-minute break. Typically what I'll do is I'll start the book because I don't like listening to audiobooks before I've started the book. I need to get a feel of the writing style, you know, if there's any like multimedia in here. To my family. Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
To my family, you've never had to hide a body, but I know you would, if needed. Dad sure had us pour a lot of concrete though, so who knows what's under there.
I'll just flip the page. I just read the prologue. It's about a paragraph long. The writing's fine, but I'm about to start the first chapter, and typically within the first page, I can tell if the writing is going to be good. Like my type of writing that I enjoy. Let's see. Oh, and I think I heard that we didn't need the POV of all of the siblings. I think it's 3 siblings. Oh, I didn't even explain what this is about. Their mother passes. 3 estranged siblings reunite to sort out her estate. Beth is the oldest. She never left home. Nicole is the middle child. She's been kept at arm's length due to her ongoing battle with a serious addiction. Michael is the youngest. He lives out of state, and he hasn't been back since their father ran out on them 7 years before. While they're going through their parents' belongings, the siblings stumble upon a collection of home videos. However, the nostalgia is cut short when one of the VHS tapes reveals a night back in 1999. I'm curious what night that is because that's when I was born. On screen, their father appears covered in blood. What follows is a body, a pact between their parents to get rid of it before the video abruptly ends. All 3 of them must now decide whether to leave the past in the past or uncover the dark secret their mother took to her grave. Y'all, my throat. Oh, I hate water. What's so funny is that water drinkers are like, I can't trust you if you don't like water. Girl, I can't trust you if you like water. Liking water is very strange. I don't like water. I'll drink it, but ugh. Plus, I think one of the breakouts that I had recently, it's finally going away. I think I was dehydrated. I went a good 3 weeks without drinking water. I don't normally finish this. I'll drink about half, and then the next day I'll just fill it up again. That's what I did today. But I drink it every day because I take it with my supplements, my iron, my 2 cranberry. But that's kind of it for about 3 weeks, maybe even a little longer. That's all I was doing. I was not drinking. And you're probably like, girl, what were you drinking? Nothing. That's it. I drink about one thing a day. So I would get home and drink a little soda, my Zevia. But anyway, it's already 6:40. I have 8 minutes. I'm back home. Update. I am now on page 206. I read obviously more than half. I have only this much left. I have probably 30, I don't even know, 30 something pages. Yeah, I'll say about 30. I purposefully did not want to finish it at work because I definitely could have. Like I said, I listened to the audiobook. As far as the book goes, it's not bad. Right now, I'm at a 4-star. I think the pacing of the book matches the length of it. It's not that long at all. And I think the story matches up with the length of the book, if that makes sense, because sometimes you read a book and you read the synopsis and it's like so complicated and you expect a long story because of what's going to be in it, and then you get like 200 pages or a novella, right? And it's like, well, this should have been a longer book than that. But I think the story itself matches up with this, because here's my worry. I honestly have no clue what to be guessing, like how this is gonna end. Here's the problem. I just feel like this is gonna be open-ended, or our main characters, like the 3 siblings, aren't gonna figure it out. Like, it's not like we're gonna find out what happens, but I don't think it's gonna be through them, or it's gonna be something just given to them. You know what I mean? Like, they've been looking into things, but it's like, how much can you look into something that's taken place technically 23 years ago? Even though I don't know why I always assume books that are published, like whatever year they're published in, that's the year that it takes place in, unless it's like a historical, book, or it specifically tells you the time period. But she mentions that this was 23 years ago, like in the book. I'm 25, so I guess this is taking place in 2022. But you see, I shouldn't have gotten off topic. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. There's only so much that they can kind of learn and find out based on something that happened years ago, and because they saw a VHS tape. How are we gonna find out this information? Like, what are we gonna be looking at? They've done a couple of things, but that can only get them so far. I just feel like somebody or something is going to have to tell them. Secondly, I did find out the date back in 99. The person that goes missing, it's actually the daughter of their neighbor from across the street, who just so happened to have a son as well, who was the boyfriend at the time of the older sister in here, Beth. That sounded very complicated. She goes missing on June 15th, 1999. I was exactly a week old. 7 days. I was born June 8th, so I'm assuming she went missing on Tuesday because I was born on a Tuesday. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it was a Tuesday. I've never seen my birth year mentioned so much in my entire life. Instead of just figuring out another name for this, like the event, the fallout, the kidnapping, the death, whatever. Instead, it's always referred to the event of June 15th, 1999. June 15th, 1999. And then just 1999. Oh my gosh, like we couldn't find something else to call it. I'm sick and tired of seeing 1999. June 15th, 1999. I'm exhausted. Lastly, I will say before I finish this, I think that the ending of this book is what's going to determine my rating for this. Again, right now I'm at a 4-star. It's fine. I think if the ending of the story doesn't match up with what I just read in a negative way, it's gonna probably be a 3, 3.5. If the ending is super shocking, then I could see myself giving this a 5. Maybe not a 5, but like rounding up to a 5, like giving it over a 4-star, like just not a solid 4, like a 4.25, 4.5. I don't think I could see myself giving this a 5 though.
But every time I think about you, baby, I wanna take it slow. Oh, I've been waiting. But every time I think about you, baby, I wanna take it slow. But I can't wait no more. Fast, slow, why can't we just take control? We're overcomplicating how love flows. High, low, shouldn't be this stock broke. Shouldn't be this hard to tell you I won't.
Clock that T. Oh, this way. Okay, y'all. Updates. I hope I talked about allegedly. Shoots, did I talk about allegedly? I'll be back.
A few moments later.
First off, that's the wrong video. Allegedly is in a different one. Secondly, I never talked about Home is Where the Bodies Are. I don't think I ever did. I obviously do not have the book with me. I finished this like last week and I returned it and everything. I believe I ended up giving Home is Where the Bodies Are a 4.75. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I did say that depending on how the ending went for it would kind of solidify whatever I gave it. The ending 8, to be honest. Let me see if I have a review. Okay, so I gave it a 4.5. So this was my first book of Geneva Rose. And I mentioned that because I feel like I've heard some people say that she had some other books that were better than this one. But I can't compare any of her other works to this because this is her first one of mine. And y'all know I'm not new to thrillers and mysteries. The past few thrillers and mysteries that I've read, because this one was more of a mystery. The past few that I've read, I've definitely dropped the ball as far as like trying to figure out the ending. And I don't know if I'm not locked in, you know, and really trying to figure it out, but they've been catching me off guard every time, and this one caught me off guard. Personally, if I had guessed the ending, it probably would have been a lower rating because it's like, It is a little, I don't know if I would say stereotypical, but it was good. It ate. And I could definitely compare this to another book, but I don't want to because I feel like if you've read that other book, then you would be able to guess what happens in this one. So I won't compare it to another one. But it was good, y'all. And also, I'm an only child. I have read lots of books with siblings in them and books where there's issues between them. Coming from an only child, I felt like I could really feel the tension between the siblings. They all have an estranged relationship with each other. They're not very close at all. And I feel like I could really feel that within the pages of the book, which I really enjoyed. Last book in this, it's elementary. I don't know if I ever mentioned the other book that I was going to be reading. I have been anticipating this book for so long. It's finally time to start it. I did. I'm on page 46. It might take me a little longer to finish. I do have the audiobook for it, but I don't know if I want to listen to it. I might, but I did see some type of multimedia, but now that I'm flipping through it, that looks like really the only page. Okay, I see some more. It must be some kind of forum. Only thing I thought I knew about this, I was wrong. So I thought our main character was a teacher and she witnesses, she's not a teacher. This is Mavis. Mavis is a parent. And this has to do with PTA. What is that called? The parent association thing. Mavis Miller is not a PTA mom. She has enough on her plate with her feisty 7-year-old daughter, Pearl. I love Pearl. First of all, I love kids in books and old people. Now, did you hear my stomach? In my last video, my stomach was growling and I caught it on camera. And when I say kids, they don't have to be toddlers. They could be 5 and up, like 5 to 12. It doesn't matter. But her daughter is 7. There is another kid in here. Mavis has a best friend, or Jasmine maybe? And if that is her name, Jasmine has a son, and we're introduced to both of them at the beginning of this book. And it was so funny. Mavis works at a nonprofit. She also moved back to live with her dad. I don't remember if they mentioned her mom. She's not with the father of Pearl. He also is stationed overseas. His name is Corey. So no one is more surprised than Mavis when she caves to Trisha Holbrook, the long-reigning, slightly terrifying PTA president, and finds herself in charge of the school's brand new DEI committee. You heard right. Trisha went to a black woman and asked her, first of all, she never said what it was for. She was trying to coax her into joining PTA. And Trisha finally lets it out that, mind you, this is only within 46 pages. Trisha finally lets it out that she wants her to be a part of the DEI committee, to be the head person for that. And she's like, really? I had the same thoughts that Mavis had. Trisha actually ate a little with why she went and asked her in the first place, because Mavis had made complaints about some of the things that she didn't like, and that's why Trisha got the idea for Mavis to run the DEI committee, and she accepted. Trisha is a hot mess. Where I'm at now, she's back home. She doesn't live that far from the school. She can walk if she wants. She goes back out, it's late at night, to walk the dog or the cat. I think it's a dog. I'm assuming she might witness so I'm excited to keep reading. But anyway, as one of the few black parents at this California elementary school, Mavis tries to convince herself this is an opportunity for real change. But things go off the rails at the very first meeting when the new principal's plans leave Trisha absolutely furious. Later that night, when Mavis spies Trisha in yellow rubber gloves and booties, lugging cleaning supplies and giant black trash bags to her waiting minivan, it's only natural that her mind jumps to somewhere it surely wouldn't be in the light of day. Except Principal Smith fails to show up for work the next morning and has been MIA since the meeting. Now, again, Trisha went off the rails at the meeting, and Mavis ended up catching a little bit of what Trisha said. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Mavis, along with the school psychologist with the great forearms, that's who that is! And then it's in parentheses. Look, it's worth noting. Launches an investigation that will challenge her views on parenting, friendship, and elementary school politics. Brilliantly written, It's Elementary is a quick-witted escapist romp that perfectly captures just how far parents will go to give their kids the very best, all wrapped in a mystery that will leave you guessing to the last page. Now, I'm going to hold you to some high expectations because of that last sentence. I didn't realize he's a school psychologist. At the very beginning of this book, whenever Mavis is going to drop off her kid, Pearl, she gets into a little issue with someone writing tickets, and a guy comes to her defense. And it was the funniest scene. I'm only 46 pages in, and we still haven't revisited him yet. Like, we haven't seen him again. She still doesn't know who he is, so I'm assuming he's the psychologist that they've mentioned. Personally, I'm liking it so far. I did post about it this morning on I made a video this morning before I started the book, and then I posted it on my lunch break, saying that I'm going to be so disappointed if this book is not good. I need to finish it before Sunday because I'm planning on posting this video on Sunday, so, it won't get past 2 digits. Y'all, I'm so frustrated with YouTube. It's like I'm doing what I need to do. Okay, bye.
I wanna see that you want me, snatch me up quick, let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward, bust down that door, playing all my cards now, 'cause I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow. I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna
I am back. It is Sunday morning. I'm in the middle of editing today's video. I just took my bonnet off, but honestly, what's going on? I finished It's Elementary last night. If you saw from the clips previously, if you've made it thus far, you saw that I was laying down. I ended up, and I was closing my eyes, mind you, it was like 10:30 something. It wasn't even that late, but that's late for me, especially reading a book, but I was listening to it, and I ended up dozing off, but I wasn't like asleep. My eyes were closed, and I was hearing the words, but I wasn't actually comprehending what was happening until our main character figured it out. And that's when I jumped up. Well, I didn't jump up. That's when I locked in and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I need to go back. What's going on with my hair? I always look a hot mess. I didn't go back or anything because it's like I kind of understood what had happened, how she got there, but not really. But then this morning, I had bookmarked last night where I needed to go back and reread. It was like maybe I'll say 7 to 8 pages that I had to read, and as I was reading it, I remembered all of that. There was just like one like little paragraph that I missed. I don't know what I want to give it. I can definitely see someone not liking this, and I feel like because I wasn't locked in all the way last night, it's making me want to give it a 3.5. But also, this is a mystery, right? My library has the mystery sticker. It's a cozy mystery. However, not really. Like, yes, at the forefront, I mean, there is a mystery, but especially more than half of this, I feel like there was something else that we were getting a little more than the mystery. And it almost made the mystery feel like it was in the background, even though it wasn't. What we did get, I enjoyed. I loved it. Well, maybe not loved, but I liked it. You know, and that's why, for the most part, it's like I really want to give this a 4-star. There's more to this mystery that you're gonna get, and we actually do go into detail a lot. Like, there's lots of mini details of things. Oh, I think I bookmarked. I really liked the mini details that we got. So, for example, this is one of the pages where in most books, I would probably hate this because it's a detail that we don't need. Mavis is investigating something. She's looking at something. In this scene, we're getting Pearl, her daughter, interrupting her. And I just think that the scene is really cute and it's done really well. It's just how you would see it on, you know, on a movie or in a movie. We're seeing Pearl say, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." And she's been saying stuff. And then this final time, she says, "Mommy." And Mavis responds, "Yes." And then you get this little paragraph and it says, "I wait for more, but she doesn't say anything else. Her attention back on her stickers. So just the usual proof of life, mommy, rather than the I need something, mommy. And they're both preferable to the I have an emergency, mommy. I wonder how many times I hear mommy per day. I should count some time for science." Did we need that? No. We don't need that information. But we get many, not many as in M-A-N-Y, by the way. Many, like M-I-N-I details like that. And I liked it, but it's like, I think it's just because it was done well in here. Any other book, I'd be annoyed. But then again, a lot of those mini details refer to Pearl. And again, I just love kids in books. Or just old people. So her dad's in here as well, and I really like her dad too. But yeah, there's also just some other things. We have our love interest, the psychologist, so we get him. So we get moments between Mavis and him. I don't remember his name. We get Mavis and her daughter Pearl and her dad. We get her a part of this PTA. And a part of this DEI committee. And then we get her at work. So you see, there's a bunch of different things. And I think in the end, I don't know if I would say it came together well, because I feel like we got a bunch of these details to throw us off, like to give us so many different paths to maybe what happened, and in the end, we went another way without getting too much into spoilery details. Some of those were dead ends, basically. Again, I don't know what I want to give it. Do I want to give it a 3.5? Round it up to a 4, or do I just want to give it a 4 because I did enjoy it? Or 3.75. Let's see what I put right here when I edit. I will say this video went a lot better than I expected. Again, I had high expectations for both of these books. That's it for today's video. Comment down below. Oh! Forget everything I just said. I totally forgot. Again, I'm editing this video as I speak, kind of, not literally, but I think I had mentioned that Corey, the father of Pearl, was in the military. He is not in the military. He's a musician. He's on tour. He's literally on tour, like a music tour. I thought that she was referring to him being in the military because I think I saw the word tour, and maybe I did see the word music as well, but I thought she was trying to kidify it, childify it to Pearl. That's it for today's video. Comment down below the red question mark emoji because both of these were whodunits. And I will see you next week. Bye!